Welcome to Rays of Hope, where inspiration meets possibilities. Join us on this journey as we explore videos that illuminate the path to positivity, resilience, and success. Smart strategies for managing educational costs and budgeting. Managing educational costs can feel overwhelming for both students and their families. With tuition fees, textbook prices, and everyday expenses adding up, it's crucial to have a solid plan in place. So, how can you navigate these financial challenges effectively? In this video, we'll dive into practical budgeting strategies that can make a real difference. You'll learn how to assess your current expenses, set realistic goals, and prioritize your spending. We'll also explore helpful tips for finding scholarships and financial aid options to lighten your load. By understanding your finances better, you can take control of your educational journey. No one wants to graduate with a mountain of debt, and these strategies can help you manage costs now and in the future. Let's get started on smart ways to keep your educational budget in check. Understanding educational costs. Understanding educational costs is essential for effective budgeting. It's not just about tuition, there are several key areas that impact your overall expenses. By breaking down each component, you can plan better and avoid any financial surprises. Tuition fees can vary widely depending on the institution and program. On average, public colleges charge around $10,000 per year for in-state students and about $27,000 for out-of-state students. Private universities often have higher fees, averaging $38,000 annually. These figures can shape your educational choices significantly. Knowing your financial limits can help you choose a school that won't break the bank. In addition to tuition, there are various additional fees that can add to your financial burden. Common ones include technology fees, which cover the cost of online resources and software, lab fees required for science and engineering programs to maintain equipment, and activity fees that fund campus events, clubs, and recreational facilities. These fees can range from a few hundred to several $1,000s each year. It's crucial to check with your institution to understand what fees you might incur. Textbook prices have skyrocketed in recent years, with students spending an average of $1,200 annually on textbooks and supplies alone. This can be a major blow to your budget. Some alternatives to consider include digital textbooks, which are generally less expensive than print versions, used books, which are often available at steep discounts, and library resources, as some institutions have textbooks available for loan. By planning ahead and exploring these options, you can reduce the financial strain of acquiring necessary materials. Living expenses can vary widely based on location and lifestyle. Key areas to budget for include housing, as rent costs can differ significantly between urban and rural areas, food, as eating out often adds up quickly while cooking at home can save you money, and transportation, which considers the costs of public transit, gas, and parking. To manage these costs effectively, create a detailed monthly budget that accounts for your needs. By keeping track of your spending, you can identify areas to cut back and save more. By understanding these various educational costs, you can make informed decisions that help balance your budget and reduce overall expenses. Creating a budget for educational expenses. A well-structured budget is your foundation for managing educational expenses. It's essential to assess your income sources, track your spending, and make adjustments as needed. Establishing a clear budget helps you stay on top of your finances, avoiding unnecessary debt and stress. Here's how to break it down effectively. Before you can budget effectively, you need to understand where your money is coming from. Here are key sources to consider. Scholarships. Many institutions offer scholarships based on merit, need, or specific criteria. Research and apply for as many as you can. Grants. Unlike loans, grants don't need to be repaid. Look into federal and state grants, as well as institutional options. Part-time jobs. Consider flexible work options that fit your schedule. On-campus jobs often provide decent pay and convenient hours. Freelancing or internships in your field of study can also offer valuable experience while helping to cover costs. Ensuring you have a diversified income stream can make a significant difference in your overall budget. Make a list of these sources and calculate expected income to set a realistic foundation. Tracking your educational expenses helps you stay accountable. You can use various tools and methods to make this easier. Budgeting apps. Consider apps like Mint or YNAB that allow you to input expenses and categorize them for better visibility. Spreadsheets. If you prefer a hands-on approach, create a simple spreadsheet. List all your monthly expenses, from tuition to groceries. Paper and pen. Sometimes, old-school methods work best. Keep a notebook where you jot down expenses daily for a more personal touch. Make a habit of reviewing your expenses weekly. This practice not only keeps you on track but also helps you identify trends in your spending. Are you overspending in certain areas? Acknowledging this can lead to better decisions down the line. Flexibility is vital when it comes to budgeting. Life changes, and so will your expenses. Here are tips for making necessary adjustments. Reflect regularly. Set aside time each month to review your budget. Are there areas where you consistently overspend? Use these insights to make adjustments. Prioritize needs versus wants. Differentiate between essential expenses, like tuition and housing, and discretionary spending, such as entertainment. Focus on cutting back in the wants category if needed. Emergency fund. Aim to set aside a small amount each month for unexpected expenses. This cushion can save you from financial stress in emergencies. Reevaluate income sources. If your budget feels tight, explore additional income sources. Could you pick up more hours at work or apply for another scholarship? By assessing your income, tracking your expenses, and adjusting your budget, you can take control of your educational finances. Small, proactive steps can lead to significant savings and help you achieve your academic goals without overwhelming debt. Stay tuned for Part 2, where we'll dive into specific tips for scholarships, grants, and managing college expenses. Thank you for joining us on this uplifting journey with Rays of Hope. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe to stay tuned for more videos that spark hope and empowerment. Until next time, keep shining brightly. Thank you for watching.